Welcome back to Brimatures. Today we've got nuts.
Hazelnuts. That's our one, and specifically its founders, KBS Hazelnut. This is an Imperial Stout Asian bourbon barrels. They've switched it up now. The stuff is all in little letters over here. This is a malt beverage brewed with natural and artificial flavors. An Imperial Stout with chocolate and hazelnut, coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels.
It's a malt beverage.
Remember, we figured this out. All beers are malt beverages, technically. I think in some states they call them a malt beverage. It's really weird because for us on the West Coast, malt beverages are one thing and beer is another.
This is actually what? This is Kentucky, right? In Kentucky?
Yep. I think so. Oh, well, hang on.
Malt beverages.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Isn't like a truly a malt beverage or like a? Okay, we've already gone through this.
Yeah, we did this already. The back of the beer says, the perfectly balanced and decadent drinking experience of KBS meets the classic taste of hazelnut, taking this bourbon barrel-aged stout to a new level. KBS Hazelnut allows the existing premium coffee and chocolate notes to soar to new heights when accented by the nutty sweetness of hazelnut. This was bottled on January 25th, 2022.
Getting closer.
Yep, I ordered them in order of bottling date from oldest to newest.
Okay. What's Nutella? Is that hazelnut?
Yep.
I still haven't had Nutella.
A lot of the Horse beers we've reviewed, don't know if they'll be up by the time this comes out, do have hazelnut in them as well.
I don't know if I like hazelnut or not. Do I?
For me, I think I figured out it's what gives Horse its distinct Imperial Stout flavor. When he doesn't add it, it tastes less like what I thought was his base stout.
But do I like hazelnuts?
No.
Okay.
Well, let's not talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, everybody, let's find out what Mary really thinks about hazelnuts.
Should I eat Nutella?
Oh, yeah.
It's hazelnuts and chocolate? Or
Yeah.
just hazelnuts?
It's chocolate and hazelnut.
So it's not like peanut butter. It's It's like it's dessert.
Yeah, it's a food spread, but honestly, it's a dessert. All right. This is our third KBS, and I think this one has the most pleasant nose on it.
Well, I think hazelnuts really smell really good.
Yeah, I get a lot of that hazelnut
Yeah.
really on the nose.
I think they just smell good. So this, of course, would smell good.
This smells adjacent to a Horace Stout. That's what it reminds me of right now. There's like a sweetness to it, the nuttiness. Like I told you, a lot of his beers that we've had hazelnuts in them, so that's the smell that I'm associating with him.
No, I agree with that. I think that too.
I'm really excited for this. And the oak barrel's back in a big way. Once it's gone, though, hazelnut all the way to the end. The big time oak barrel in the beginning.
I think for me, I agree with you. A lot of oak barrel in the beginning. I think the first taste it really kicks you in the face. The second sip is a little bit nicer, but still there's a lot of the barrel in it, and then it goes into the hazelnut. And I really like the second part of the sip, but the first is like, oh my god,
it's a lot of wood, and I don't say that lightly. Like it's a lot.
You're not into wood.
Yeah, no, this is like, it's a lot of wood.
I'm not into it. I don't like if the oak barrel doesn't taste like bourbon or whiskey or rye or tequila or something. I love trees. I don't want to be licking a tree. Like, it's weird.
You're not a big fan of those woody notes. I do think it's a little overly, again, like this is like the base one, and then the hazelnut comes in. The hazelnut really saves it for me. Hard to see where I'm gonna put this and really like the ranking of things. But I enjoy this enough.
I would rather have the cinnamon vanilla cocoa one. I think this is better than the original KBS or whatever you want to call it, the basic whatever. But I can tell that if they were able to do this, it's that base and then they injected the hazelnuts at the end.
Yeah.
Which seems weird because it's all going in your mouth at the same time, but that's what happens. It's the original base, and then at the very end is a little bit of hazelnut. Not a little bit. There's a lot of hazelnut, but it's just it doesn't do it for me.
One thing that we've noticed about KBS too, it really does hide the alcohol well. So Mary, with no decimal places, what is your guess on the alcohol in this beer?
It's a 12 still.
It is a 12 still. Third KBS in a row. Third time it's been 12%.
I think that since this is a mass-produced beer and they're trying to save money, I'm always thinking about the money. I'm a business person, I think. They just took their base and they ran it through some hazelnut. And with a sieve, they put hazelnuts and then they...
sieve?
Yeah.
You mean a sieve?
Like a colander. Oh, a sieve. A sieve? What did I say? Sieve?
Sieve.
That's not how you say it?
No, like Steve without a T?
Yeah, a sieve.
I love that.
They just put it through a sieve.
Yeah, but it does accomplish its goal doing that. I get the hazelnut.
No, I get it. I totally get it. But what I'm saying is they're getting the same alcohol, and I think to save money, they're not aging it longer. They're not doing anything else. They're just putting it through a sieve.
Now, bear in mind, the first KBS we had was from 2020. This was bottled 2022. So at least the alcohol percentage is fairly constant over time, I guess.
Yeah.
I really like this. I mean, obviously I would have this over the base, but it's hard to find these different variants because they don't always bring them out.
I'm going to chew it.
I had to save this bottle. It's time for the big chew. Like I was saying, I had to save this bottle, so it's really hard to find these flavored variants. I'm going to end up giving this a 4.25.
Yeah, you got to chew it. You gotta chew it.
What did you get in there?
More hazelnut and less barrel. The hazelnut really comes out when you chew it. And you know what, friends? It's not just chewing it, or it's not just heating it up. You have to chew it. He just says, oh yeah, just keep it in your mouth longer. It'll heat it up. No, you have to chew it. Get your mouth bones in there and chew, chew, chew.
You call them teeth mouth bones?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What happened when you chewed it?
I get more of the oak whenever I chew something like this.
Oh, really?
But I'm glad you got more of the hazelnut, more of the stuff you like. What are you going to rate it?
I think I chewed it longer than you did. I think I gave the original one a 3. I think I'd give this a 3.25.
Okay, so you do like it a little bit more, but it is the closest we've had of the the two variants to the original.
Yeah. Yeah, there's too much oak in it for me. And that's weird. I mean, I don't know if they stopped doing it because people stopped doing it, but there's no IBUs on here. In the original one, did it have the IBU? Or was that a
did. So that's going to do it for today's beer review. We hope you enjoyed it. We got more KBS on the way, so if you don't want to miss it, click the bell icon. You'll be notified when we upload the new video. And share the video with your friends. There's nothing wrong with sharing beers with your friends. Do all the things. It helps us out. Check us out over on Instagram. We do fairly regular updates over on there. Sometimes when we're out and about, drinking some beers. But until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
feet.
No, no.
Like toes or feet fingers.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay. Hands or fingers or hands.